Oh, Johnny, we hardly knew you. Far from my growing life was this, far east, far to the sea, far to become some disoriented life. The swelling tides of Annapolis rolled over upon my life as seven seas constellated from the tugging of some rare moon. It could not be said how all this came to be, as anything of any of our lives. I had never seen the sea, and was I to wander all my life upon it? This is what they asked, but I did not understand. Eyes in the boat, they shouted. What are the salient characteristics of the Fletcher-class destroyer? Come around, carry on, stand watch. Bilge, the head, the deck, the rack. Sea lawyer, brace up, shove off, shove out. Uniform races, Tecumseh, go Navy, beat Army. These and 1,000 new commands, new regulations, all a foreign language. We, the class of 67, were restless and confused, and some had already left to Yale, let us say, or UCLA. Then, slightly before Labor Day, a helicopter landed from D.C., and out strode John F. Kennedy. At ease, said the commander-in-chief, but we stood rigidly at attention. He spoke for a while, and we began to understand what this was about and why we were here. Only a few weeks later, the news would come to us and to all the world. President Kennedy is dead. I sang at his funeral procession. The horse-drawn caisson rolled under the portico of the White House, and black horse boots backward, and everyone in the world held his breath. Dona nobis pacem, we were to have sung. Grant us peace. But there was no peace, and seemed never again would be. The ineradicable scene was some small taste of the crucifixion, and all the world swayed in the balance. We were choked up and crying, but we did sing. The leaders of the world stood sorrowfully in the portico a few yards away. Emperor Haile Selassie, Charles de Gaulle, and others. Mrs. Kennedy and the children came out from the White House and began the centuries-long drive to the devastating funeral. It seems now so long ago. Oh, Johnny, we hardly knew you. Much has changed. Certainly nothing has gotten better and will not. We are not here creating utopia. Yet let us see in our lives a growth of honor, a growth of courage, a love of family. And unto you, Lord, all honor and praise for the days that we have lived, for the eternal eons ahead, and to see again all whom we have loved. The hymn we sang was, Eternal Father, strong to save, whose arm does bind the restless wave, who bids the mighty ocean deep its own appointed limits keep. O hear us when we cry to thee, for those in peril on the sea. Protect us wheresoe'er we go, thus evermore shall rise to thee glad hymns of praise from land and sea. Amen.